sometimes it's so sad to see how quickly private lives becomes, public currency, especially when it comes to social media, when your story is already out
out
there
there.
on social media. But then, a very good afternoon to you, our lovely viewers, and welcome to Idea Unscripted. I feel like having a drum, rolling for us because this is the first
First time edition.
edition. This is the first episode of Idea Unscripted because more episodes will be coming your way. But then this is a program where we explore the conversations shaping social media and public discourse today. I am Cynthia Bassi, and of course, I am not alone. I'm never going to be alone on this show. Yes, I have Chidera.
Chidera, okay, here.
Chidera, how are you doing?
I'm very
I think
well.
it's a bright and beautiful afternoon. Kind of
Exactly.
chilly, but I don't know, hazy, everything in between. But I guess it's just us preparing for the Yuletide. But then
Exactly.
today we are turning our attention to a story that has captured the attention of millions online. A story involving the Afrobeat superstar. Everybody knows 2Face from 2Face. I think it started with 2Face
2Face.
and then
Baba.
Yes, because as he was growing older, he felt like, okay, it has to be 2Baba this time around. And of course, should I say his new wife or his estranged wife, Natasha Osawaru. And this is a situation that has stirred strong reactions across social media platforms, and we'll break them down into sequence of how the events went on, the reactions, and what it tells us about fame, what it tells us about privacy, and of course, public life in this digital age. But then, let's start from the beginning. On Monday, Chidera, Tubaba and his wife, we all saw it, Natasha, were part of an Instagram live hosted by media personality Daddy Freeze. And if you've been following Daddy Freeze, he always hosts this live on YouTube, on Facebook, mostly on Facebook, and then it airs on YouTube too as well. And the session included two of the singer's former managers, Kaka Ibukwe, that's Lady Ibukwe's, what's her name again? I've forgotten her name. His mom was a musician. She's a legendary musician in Nigeria, and Laurie Tosan. During the live session, the former managers accused Natasha of controlling Tubaba's personal and professional decisions. He made a lot of claims. I watched the video. He said she collects his phones, she handles what he posts on social media according to him.
Account.
Yeah, Tubaba is not that social media type. He only comes to post memes and most times promotes other musicians. That's the most Tubaba does on social media. And then also reference previous incidents, including an alleged domestic issue in the United Kingdom where Natasha went physical with her husband, Tubaba. Her husband, I don't know. According to them again, that they are not really married.
That was what we
that
heard.
Natasha has been married to someone else, and that marriage has not been annulled until now. And at one point, Tubaba joined the live stream. We all saw it and demanded that the conversation about his private life stop. He was very aggressive about it. He was calling them out that they are very stupid, saying a lot of foul languages, using a lot of a lot of vulgar terms and whatnot. And then we saw his wife getting physical with him again in that video. I think she was hitting him and she was trying to speak because Daddy Freeze wanted to speak with.
I heard that voice on the background.
Yes,
let them see us together.
Yeah,
let them see us together.
I mean,
so I heard that.
I think it was chaos in that room that day. But then soon after, viewers noticed raised voices, like we are saying, what appeared to be kind of a struggle in the background before the session ended abruptly, and he kept on calling that they come back and give their own side of the story, especially Natasha. But then until the end of that life, they didn't come back. And this incident had filled widespread discussions, Chidera, given the couple's high-profile status. You know, I think she's a senator in the Edo State National
Honorable
Assembly.
Natasha.
Yes, she's Honorable Natasha. I forget to add that too. But for context, we know that Tubaba's relationship with Natasha became public after he announced his separation with the very popular Annie Idibia, who is an actress. And this was earlier this year, and it was a whole struggle, a family tussle. We saw his mom come online to call out for her son has been missing, so many things. And then it went on to Annie going to rehab. She came back looking up, switched up and whatnot, and a whole lot of things like that. And then he proposed to Natasha in February and married her in July. And just recently, Annie shared a series of cryptic posts on Instagram. That's after this live.
Yes.
I mean, I think it was immediately after the live. And in one, she wrote, "Sometimes trying to prove that you are the best is an insult." She also shared an image of matchsticks with one stick pulled aside, accompanied by the message. And then the message that followed was the power of stepping
away. I
away.
saw that. I saw that on her post.
It's a whole lot. So people have been speculating that that is like a follow-up to all of these incidents, all of the whole clash between Baba, his former managers and whatnot. I think she was making reference to the public controversy surrounding Baba and, his estranged wife, Honorable, I don't want to miss the Honorable this time, Honorable Natasha. And so, but then we this brings to our notice, Chidera, why we brought this topic here is because, there's a whole lot of public controversies, surrounding 2Face, and it has reignited conversations online about personal boundaries, about fame, about, social media scrutiny. These are real people. Let's start with that. These are real people. They have their own lives. We have things going on in our lives, even if we are not so. No. We are upcoming celebrities. But then there are so many things going on in people's lives, and when I see celebrities come out like this with their own issues, or their issues kind of escapes from somewhere and come out to the public and people get to know about it, I begin to wonder, these are some things I've seen in my family. These are some things I've seen in my neighbor's family, in other people's family around me. Why is it that when it happens to a celebrity, it's like
that's escalating?
It's receiving so much scrutiny from netizens, as if, oh, their life is supposed to be perfect, happily ever after. We know during the whole Baba and Annie split, they are in Young, Famous and Rich. If I'm getting the name of that show correctly, Young, Rich and Famous. Yes, it's a South African. It's an African show that has different, very popular African celebrities come together, just like a reality TV show. And then we saw what went on that show. It was a whole lot. Annie struggled, and it seemed like nothing was really going on in her marriage on that show, because when she had issues with people on the show, like Zari and the rest of them, and she had issues with her friend Swanky, it wasn't as if anything was happening, because she called her husband and was like, "I want to go home." And her husband was like, "Okay, come home." And we saw a whole lot of things, even if some insults, how did they call it, stray bullets met Baba in that on that show, but then it almost felt like everything was okay. And then we know that some of these shows are shot before they are released, but it wasn't too long, and then we started hearing the whole divorce and whatnot, and then led to another marriage. I mean, Baba's life is a whole lot. Chidera, I don't know, it's a whole lot.
Seriously, Baba's life is a whole lot. It's a whole lot. And from what we are seeing online, from the things that are displaying now, the live program with Daddy Freeze, his arrest that was just confirmed in the UK and all of that. His life, like, I don't know what his life looks like now.
Is it life of particular concern?
Exactly. Let's declare it a life of a particular concern, because yes, I'm a Baba fan, so his life matters to me, seriously. So there has been this drama throughout since he divorced Annie, engaged Natasha and all of that. See, I have one problem with men who are polygamous in nature. Baba has been an advocate for polygamy. But then, do your thing if you want to do it. Nobody is against you marrying 2 wives. But why do you have to come online to start? I see his posts when he said they should beg Natasha to marry him. Why do you have to do all of that? Why do you have to rub it in? Why do you have to rub it on Natasha, Annie's face and all of that? So he started it. If there's anything going on in his life now, the stray bullet that he's receiving from fans or Annie's fans, I think he caused it for himself.
It was a lot of up and down those posts.
Yes.
Today he comes in and he posts looking almost unstable, and then the post drops down, and then another person comes again, and then you see a message that says he's not the one that posted it. And then another...
He came out and tell us that I said what I said. I said what I said. That they're no longer together.
I think he went on a podcast, a new podcast that Nedu is one of the co-hosts. Yes. Everybody who knows Nedu of Wazobia. And he went on that podcast and it was like, he still and reaffirmed
Exactly.
his stance on
Divorce.
polygamy.
Yes.
That he can be with as many women as he wants to. That all men are entitled to be as much women as they want to. And then I think his wife, his new wife, Natasha,
Exactly.
I think she
There
passed
was
on.
fire everywhere.
There was
And
fire
he came out to apologize
to
publicly.
even his children, because according to people, they felt like it was a disrespect to his children too. And so people are like, she's the one pushing him to do what he does. But do you see it as if she's the one pushing him to do what he does?
I believe.
Okay. Why?
I believe so, because the two Baba that we know, from what his manager said, the two Baba that we know is not someone that comes to post about marriage, this, that, but see two Baba typing, make una help me beg her, make she marry me. Oh. How? Two Baba, that's not what we know him
I think
for.
most of the time I ever see him post about his
it's only about his career.
Is always on her birthdays.
Yes.
Those are the times
and most of the things he posts is about his career, but everything is not sounding like him. You know, when you know a legend, you know how he sounds, you know his language, you know when you just, if you are his fan, you just
language. He should have said
nothing they happen. Nothing they happen, stuff like that. I mean, he's not that of a noisemaker, but everything about his post sounds like, Kai, is this somebody's handwriting? I don't want to mention that she's the one writing, but I believe that from what his manager said, that she's the one, Natasha is Honorable Natasha, is the one controlling his life, his profession, everything he's doing, his accounts and all of that. I believe 2Face has changed. He doesn't talk the way, he's not as bold as he used to be. And then he's now appearing everywhere. I thought celebrities are scarce. You now see 2Face in just every birthday, every small Peking birthday like that. 2Face is there. No, it's really annoying. And Very Dark Man even spoke about it. Then he appears everywhere, even in a birthday party that he's not supposed to appear.
Well, after this whole incident, I think I saw them on or in what's her name? Yvonne Jegede. She's celebrating 20 years in the movie industry, and then she had this small party. Yes, it's not the small party, big party. She had a party, and then I saw two Baba and his wife Natasha. They were all smooshy, you know, all
that's
here and there and everything. And I wanted to
get my camera everywhere,
but then
there's camera everywhere.
I'm just trying to like cover this the whole thing that is happening. But I'm still looking at it from another point of view. I just feel like sometimes social media is too much on these people.
Yes.
Celebrities. When I mean these people, I mean celebrities. Sometimes it's too much on public figures, because that's why I started it to say it's so sad that in this era of social media, the way private life is becoming much of public currency, sometimes it disturbs me. And it's not just about, this is not just peculiar to celebrities alone, because even you and I, there's something that social media have done now. You don't even know what is going to go viral. You don't know at all. You can just post something today and the next thing you've gone viral, and it's either for good or for bad. People are beginning to come to talk of these people. So I mean, it just says so much about the era we are in, this social media era, that it's not just a place to share updates anymore. I saw a post that somebody said, make una leave people marriage alone, make una allow these people, and then another person now say, make the people too leave us with their marriage, make they know they bring their marriage online and people out, and then they give us what to talk. So when the person said that, because my own stance at first was like, I beg you people should free them, they are human beings. We've seen parents fight, we've seen neighbors fight, we've seen friends fight with their husbands, with their wives, we've seen people fight, we've fought with our friends, and then why is this so much of a big deal? I know that I'm not advocating for violence, but then there are sometimes family relationship, you have some frictions now, and then you people will work it out again. But it's almost like when it comes to a celebrity's own case, if you have small issue, it's as if, why should you even tap your wife in this manner? If you look at your wife in some kind of way, or your husband, it's as if, why should they look at like that? That video I'm talking about, that they were going to Yvonne Jegede's wedding party. I think she was walking. Is it that video or another one? She was walking behind him, and they were like, why is he looking that way? And I kept on looking at that video. I watched that video for hours, and I was trying to understand. I was trying to find where.
I think I saw the video. Why is his leg like that?
Why is he shooting his leg?
Why is it that she's the one asking
and
him to
bad.
hold
I mean,
her, like, why is she the
and
one
the man
dragging?
in the relationship
Like,
that noticed something in that video, and some people were like, she's pregnant. I was like, okay, that's the only thing I know.
okay,
I've known that she's pregnant because I've
we've
seen
seen
her
it,
in the
yeah.
previous post that she's pregnant. But in that video, I was like, this is the only thing I can notice in this video. What else? Notice her face. Or people will come. So I just felt like, okay, people just want to be people. People just want to be talk. Just people just want to talk rather. People just want to have, updates to share. People just want to have. It's almost like we are the ones, the self-acclaimed fans are the ones, you know, creating these conflicts for these people. We are the ones playing out this conflict for these people. There may be no conflict as much as we see it. Or even if there are conflicts, I feel like it's something they can handle. It's
Handle.
something that happens in everyday life. And again, I disclaim, I am not advocating for conflict or for fight or whatnot. But then I just feel like the public interests are too intrusive for me to an extent. Maybe it's because I like social media. I'm a social media person, but the way I engage on social media, let me not use myself, the way some people engage on social media is not, I mean, we should find a way, find a balance with it. We just, social media has given us that freedom that we can just say anything about people's life, have any opinion. We like have like so many suggestions about people's life. But then, do you think she's the man in this relationship?
I'm telling you that
Is she the man?
I'm believing. I'm not saying allegedly.
Okay.
Whatever they say.
What are the facts backing it up for the video?
They are saying that she's the man. They are even saying, peace of mind won't kill two baba. They say a man settles where he finds peace. So
Interesting.
initially we thought he found peace in Honorable Natasha. So now people are saying peace of mind won't kill him. And then I think another reason why fans are saying she's the man in the relationship, it is not very usual that two baba will go for a show and then his wife will walk up to the stage and he will say, welcome. You are the one that we want to listen
He
to.
could be a man in love. Love the
You are the one we want to listen to, and then you hear, welcome Honorable Natasha. People should start clapping for her, and then you give her mic.
in love.
You give her
So
mic
somebody
to
will not
talk.
use it to get you.
So fine. I don't know what the fans are saying, but I just think if Tut Baba hadn't brought his marriage online, he will not be getting all this backlash he's getting from fans. We'll get to that. If he has not brought it online, he will not be getting all
But
these
he's
things.
a legend.
Exactly.
So I just feel like even if he hides on that.
Have you heard of Ruth Kadri? Do you know Ruth Kadri's husband?
I do not know.
Exactly.
But people still had one or two things to say about it. That she was hiding her husband, or she's still hiding her husband because she's married to someone else's husband. Because there's this thing about female actors used to carry people's husband and blah blah. That was the whole thing that trended online about her own case. But I know that there's this level of, okay, how much you want to bring outside about yourself. But then there are celebrities and there are celebrities. Let me not lie. There are some people have this thing that whether they bring themselves outside or not, people will go and look for them. Where is this person? Where have this person been? And I'm seeing that with even some of these are celebrities, like these very famous ones that people like. Like there are some people that I just feel like he is a legend, and he's known for something very interesting, very spectacular. He's the father of many nations,
children.
But then
and good music
and
for
good
him.
music.
Good music. So that
Until
is the part
today.
we want that part of him back, not all these marriage shenanigans and the rest.
Are you sure people are not enjoying what they are seeing? Chidera, we must talk about something. So we got to know about this because two of his former managers came to talk about this on Daddy Freeze's live.
Yeah.
So let's talk. It's raising so many questions about, the roles of people around public figures, about friends, their former managers, their, people around them that are doing things for them. So sometimes when you see situations like this, it may be that, okay, people have been speculating that something might be going on in this marriage, but we did not know until these two managers of his ex-managers of him came out to talk about it. And that's where we must be honest about something, Chidera. There's a fine line between commentary and expectation. So I saw some comments on Daddy Freeze's live. So some people were like, why are these men coming out to talk about exposing him like this?
Okay.
And they just want to use him to chase clout. They just want to use him to be famous. I don't think they're coming out to use him to be to use him to become famous. And so many people were just saying a lot of things that he came out to confront them. That video, he was yelling at them, his managers,
That
was telling them to stop. So people were like, they came out to talk about it. Why would they put him out like that? Why would they sell him out like that? And then I saw another person's comment that said, why will they not come out? If anything happens to him in his marriage, people will still say, why didn't they come out to talk? Why did you keep quiet? So it's more like it's a tussle about how much we can let out about privacy and also about that silence culture. But then from my own stance, I'm just saying it that it is responsible of these two men to come out and talk about it, because I think they're talking. I watched that video and I saw that they're talking about it from pain points. They are not just talking about it like they're trying to make jest of him. Which clout are they trying to choose? Are they trying to chase rather? They are not trying. I don't see it like they're trying to chase.
And the fact that they don't even care about losing their job. So I don't think they are trying to.
They created a job around what they are doing for him.
Exactly.
Because Ibokwe he's the son of a legend, and so what he does is that there's this thing that is trending now and it's bringing good money, and Mr. Eze does it with his empire too. They kind of create like a catalog. If you are a musician and you stop trending for a while, or maybe you are late or something like that, they'll create like a catalog for you. And that catalog, what they do with that catalog is that they'll keep selling your song, they'll keep streaming your song, they'll keep marketing your song, pushing your song into different, and it brings a lot of money, because there are people who there are times where you just feel like, I want to go and listen to African Queen. There are times when, like yesterday, I was listening to Do Me from what do they call P Square, and I was remembering those days. We used to dance with our miniskirt. Like Arya Star had nothing on me then, but then. So sometimes you want to hear those songs. Sometimes, so they create like this catalog for musicians, and they make a lot of money from them. So this is what Ibokwe has been doing for him, because he explained it, and I was like, oh, good, interesting. But then, and they said he made a lot of claims there, how 2Baba became nonchalant since this wife of his, Natasha, since their marriage, how he became nonchalant about his business, how he became nonchalant about his music, about his job. If they travel, he comes late. He has lost so many endorsement deals, and so much to say about that. I would have loved to hear what Natasha have to say about it. I hope she grants Daddy Freeze an interview on one of his live anytime soon, because I want to hear from her. You wanted to say something?
You've already said many things.
I'm sorry about that.
So many things.
I'm sorry about
but
that.
But then really, from the aspect of his managers, I don't think they are trying to chase clout. I think they are saying what they are saying. They are attending to those interviews because they are saying it from a place of, they are saying things from a place of care. They care about 2Baba. And then it is still the same people who are saying they are not supposed to come out to say something about 2Baba in public. They will still be the one to say, why did you not come out? And all of that. A case scenario is Mohbad's death.
Yes.
That's how they started blaming. You could see very dark man fishing out many people later on. It was already late, but then I think what the managers are doing now is okay. Let people know the truth.
Even if we don't know if it's the truth.
Yes, but at least we have a little information, and then we'll wait for 2Face and Natasha, Honorable Natasha, to come out. So please, I'm just saying now, like what you said, the catalog that they are working on, we are now, I think that the music that's playing now is Ever Since I Left You. That's what people,
it's coming.
They are no longer playing African Queen.
Another thing that
Ever Since I Left You
does to people's career too.
Exactly.
We've stated much of the bad parts. I think that's the good part of it, that your music begins to resurface, and if it's on YouTube and whatnot, you can able to get paid.
Exactly.
And you're cool and
seriously
again.
So.
But then it's good. But Annie has come out to say so. I know 2Baba, we'll talk about 2Baba's help message, but that will be later. But then Annie came out, she wrote something just after that video started trending and people got talking. She came out to, there was a cryptic message which she we also have to understand that like I go back to I want to post something. So because I'm married to one very famous man before and we had issues,
You will not be able to
and then
post it
I can't
again.
post what I want to post. Everything is translated into something else. Everything has, people read it with so much meaning, put so much context to it, and that may not be the reason why
She's posting
posting
whatever
that. I just decide to post something I want to post, and then they'll find a way
to twist
to
it.
relate it, let it fit into the situation that is on ground,
Oh
the matter
God.
that is on ground. But I just feel like everybody has the way they want to do their own thing. So maybe it's because these people are in the public eye. But I don't know if Annie's message was
Related to what is
related to
going on.
that. But then it kind of seemed like
Yes, because it happened
kind
a
of
day after.
after
So
kind of seemed like, and the way the message was cast, like
it is better when you walk
it's your own
away.
trash ahead, like
Mm-hmm.
I'm in peace kind
Yeah.
of talk, and yeah, like burn that trash, like and all of those things. But then we'll say the whole lot.
Let's
But
talk
we have
about the public's reaction.
social media platforms are buzzing. We can't even lie. Many are discussing whether it is fair for private matters to be debated publicly and how fame amplifies every personal issue. There are also debates about roles of, social media personalities, fans, and former associates in sharing or revealing private disputes, which we've touched on before, and why some argue transparency is necessary. Others insist on respecting personal privacy, especially in the age of live streaming. We also seeing the wider reflection of the impact of celebrity life too. Being a public figure is not easy. It comes with constant attention. Even personal relationships too can become topics of public discussion, often without the full context.
Context.
Yes, we don't really know exactly what's going on. We may think we know, we may know, we may be saying the correct thing, but we don't know. So for those watching, there's a whole lot you have to share with us. Want you to keep sharing what you have with us. Where do we draw the line between public interest and private life? Let's hear from you. Drop it in the comment section. But then, Chidera, we have to take some comments from people. We don't know. Okay, so we have a tweet here from Big MD7G. You see the reason why I never listen to advice from old man's small love where we they take collect breeze. Normally for area, legends collect and they shout for help. I think this is in response to his
His
help
recent post, yes. Okay.
Okay. Can you okay, I'm not sure we can see this level, but this one classic underscore Adesua, and this is directly under a comment under 2Face post, which she said, help me, like help me. I think that's the call out for help. Tu Baba has always advocated for polygamy. He got what he preaches.
I
So
said
are we
that
saying that polygamy brings trouble or breeds trouble? What's
it wouldn't have brought
okay?
any of this
Sarah
up.
was angry about
Yes,
it.
I said it
Yes.
before because Two-Face has always been an advocate of polygamy. Nobody is against you being polygamous in nature. Do it privately. Do your thing privately. Marry your wife privately. Don't come and shade any other person. Don't come and shade your your ex-wife or your estranged wife. Do your thing.
But sometimes I'm just wondering, why do we demand so much explanation from people?
From
Because
celebrities. I don't know.
okay, because maybe they are role models. So
People are watching them. People want to learn from them. There are some marriages you see online and you be like,
but I
oh,
think he's standing for those who likes to be polygamous rather in nature.
Now this is it.
Okay. They won't want
How is it playing out now? So this is it.
Okay.
So I said that earlier. Now somebody has said it in the comments.
Okay, another comment.
This one is from King Edra. Please, our legend need our help and prayers. Now is the time. All lovers of good music and celebrities stand by him, please. So yes,
Another
truly,
call for help. After two Babas call for help, another
yes,
call for help.
another call for
But
help.
then
That we should pray for him.
pray for him. Just like you mentioned something today. I think this is out of a personal choice. He left one marriage and he felt that another marriage can
It's his
solve,
best decision.
his depression or fill that vacuum he sort of, that his former marriage has sort of created. And this is a man that has engaged with so many women in his life and has so many children. So I'm just wondering,
Can prayer solve this
Can prayer
problem at
solve
this
this one?
point?
This is personal choice I'm seeing here. Is this one we have to cover? These celebrities we are even saying they should come and be in solidarity with him. They have their own lives too, and they are battling. I know that solidarity is good, though. You can stand by your own person. But then his friends have always come out. I can remember that podcast with Nedu in South Africa. He had it wasn't too long, just months back, and then Nedu kept on asking him on that live on that podcast, "Are you okay?" They call him a guy. That's what they call his friends call him. He was like, "A guy, are you okay? Are you sure you are okay?" It was like he didn't really answer that question and a whole lot. And then he even gave a shout out to his
Fine.
ex-wife Annie Idibia and a whole lot of things. But I don't know. I cannot read. You can read from people's moods. I'm not really sure if he was really okay, but I don't know what was making him not to be okay. We
Okay.
could have had some maybe issue with somebody before he entered that podcast, so I don't know. But he seems not okay. But then he claimed that he's okay. And what do you, a 50 years old man comes out and tells me that he's okay?
Okay.
Should I argue with him and tell him he's not okay? And now he's calling for help. Help for what? That's what we want to know. I like to put things into context before I just, because social media can be very, very deceitful kind of social media. People can come out to do what they, it could be that okay, the people are talking, let them talk, let me give them what to talk again. We
Okay.
don't know. So
That
I'm
helped
just
me.
saying,
Okay, see, let me just give us a topic of discussion. Let me type help me so that they'll
help
think I'm
me.
in trouble. Okay, that's another point I think.
So
but
we
then
don't know.
but then we are just insinuating that there is a problem on ground and then we need to pray for him. Like this person said that we should pray for him. We can only do our
That's very
part.
amusing. There's another very long one. I think we need to take this one. I don't know who this one is from. I can't see it clearly. But the comment reads, "Now he is seeking for those that seek, they shall find." Very
This
sounds
person is
very
quoting.
hilarious.
He's quoting.
Sometimes you don't need a pastor or imam. There are just what we are saying.
Okay.
There are people whose function is to guide you through self-discovery. A drunkard will go for rehabilitation. A failed student will go for extra lessons. You can't win all. Accept the fact that you failed and go seek for counsel. You are not the first and you shall not be the last. Many times when people break out from relationships, the first form of defense is usually validation. I will pepper the man or I will pepper the woman. There is someone somewhere better than you, and then boom, we blindly jump into yet another pool of deceit and we meet evil sons of Adam or damaged daughters of
Of
Eve.
Eve.
Take a break, brother. Go
On a
on
journey
a
of
journey of self-discovery.
self-discovery.
Go and find yourself. I pray the universe see you through your journey. Go on a break. I think this person just
Just
sort of, I mean, you translated my mind
seriously.
into words. You translated what has been on my heart. I always look for people to just translate my thinking, my what have been my opinions into words, and this is what this person had. He should go for a break. I remember I was having a discussion with one of us backstage, and I was saying I think what he needs after a divorce, a very shitty, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, divorce, a very messy divorce, is to go for counseling. You have to go for rehabilitation. You have to go and
Free up your head.
free up your head, like clear your head. Sit down, brother. You are a 50 years old man. Not be small, like like 50 decades. Like you're a 50 years old man, and this is not me a shaming him.
Yeah.
I'm just saying a 50 years old man. He's the first child, and we saw his mother come online to cry. Cry is beyond looking for her son. I'm just looking I'm just looking at it from all the angle of what he's putting his family through. I read what his brother wrote a long epistle like this of two Baba's life, two Baba's marriage, what happened between him and Annie, Annie's own part of the story and everything. And I mean, he really called out his brother. You can imagine, and that person is not his immediate younger brother, because two Baba is the first born and first son. You can imagine what you're putting your family through. You're putting them out there. I remember before him and his ex-wife Annie's breakup, the first issue they had before they came online and said they are okay, they are settled, and people were very happy and all mushy about them, and we're happy for them because, I mean, the first thing was they came out then, whole lot of troubles. this one is insulting this one. Annie is insulting the brother of 2Face. I think the one of the person that manages some of his business. That one came out to insult this one. Her brother Wisdom was in the picture. Before that issue, there was another issue that, you know, her brother Wisdom is a liability. This one does this. I mean, it was a family saga, a family war. And I was like, why do you have to, a 50 years old man, you should know what to do. You should take decisions that will not affect. And you have children now. You have teenagers. You have adults now. His first son is, I mean, he has a child with Pero. Pero has a daughter who is like 20 years old now, if I'm not mistaken. His first son from, I've forgotten her name. That one is like 19 years old now. I mean, these children are growing. Your first daughter with Annie is a very big teenager and she's growing really fast. These children will not, and these children are on social media.
Exactly.
They're very active on social, especially Annie's daughter. I know she's very active on social media. How do you feel? You came out one time to say, please, that's after that podcast we named, please, my children are very. So how do you think these children feel? Every day you are bringing them to people's, you are bringing them to the world. They are on people's lips, and then you expect that tomorrow people will want to respect them. Yes, they are children of a legend. They are children of a very of known celebrities or whatnot. But then, will that respect still be
They
there?
will definitely throw shade at his children. Very
Will that
definite.
respect still be there?
I think there is another comment.
Okay. Can we see that comment?
This one is from Classic Adesua.
Okay.
Said Subaba has always advocated for polygamy. He got what he preaches. I think we've read this before.
So it's a whole lot, Chidera, a whole lot. So I'm just looking at it from so many angles, and it angers me. There's this way they used to say it. Which movie did I watch? And they say it angers me, but then it's so much. Even if some people are seeing it as something very amusing, using it to come and while away time on social media, I'm just looking at it from, if he is my brother, or if I was in this situation, or if I was, his friend, I can imagine that the priest is his friend and he wasn't happy about that at all. And they kept on asking his managers, are you sure this have been going on? Is he unhappy? Are you sure he entered this marriage? And one of them came on the live, I've forgotten his name, and it was like, he's not even sure they are married. Is that how traditional wedding? But we saw the traditional wedding. And he said, is that how traditional weddings are done? I don't know how traditional weddings are done in Edo State or from Idoma tribe. But then we saw it online. We saw that he paid bread. Whether it's in the parlor, I mean, he was expecting canopies everywhere. I don't know.
Celebrity.
I mean, I wouldn't want to be married with canopies and whatnot. I would like something like this. So I think marriage is marriage. If we see both parents, I mean, after his mother have come out to cry that they have kidnapped her son is missing, they should bring her son back. And people shaded his mom.
Seriously.
That time, and I was like, what is all this? And then after that, we saw a reconciliation video. He brought her to the house. His sisters, his nephews and nieces, everybody were there. They were happy. They were dining and whining. They came to Abuja. And then after that, that was when we saw this video. And then she made a video with his mom, with two Baba's mom, Natasha. And she was all mushy with the woman. And then after that, that was when we saw this marriage. It means they have accepted her into the family. So what is happening again?
A whole lot is going on.
And two Baba's mom always complain about Annie. So really? I think this is the one she has chosen. I don't know. I'm just saying, if she's happy and she accepted, I mean,
allegedly accepted.
Accepted. But we really want to know. It's something. It may seem amusing, but it's really, really not. But then this brings to the whole broader picture of what the digital age is doing to us. Small things we just catapult.
And we forget
people have been having issues since when they
got
started,
engaged.
Music or whatever, all their careers. But we have not been hearing much. I think it's of this recent time we started hearing of even past things that have happened. I think on Honest Bunch podcast, we saw when Idris Abdulkarim came and he said something. We saw when Keke D1, they came on the show and he talked about, that's Kenny Ogumbe, he talked about Two Baba's life. And yes, he didn't skip that. I think Two Baba's life with women is very famous. And that's like more like his weakening point. I don't know. But then, I know he has said it himself that he loves women. But then, when Kenny came on the Honest Bunch, she said a lot about Two Baba's life and about how calm he
He
is,
is.
how he's not very violent and all that. So I guess that's why people, not just because of Keke's talk, but because of many people's talk about him,
Him.
a view about him too. Idris Abdulkarim too said the same thing when he was on that podcast too. He said a whole lot of things about Tubaba, how Tubaba is calm, nice, cool guy and whatnot. I think that's the reason why people are like, Tubaba, this woman. I mean, they say he went from fry pan. I
To
mean,
fire.
like they said a whole
From
lot
frying
of
pan
things,
to
so many
fire.
things there, but
Peace
then
na water. So many comments. We are seeing so many
I
comments like
mean,
peace na water or peace won't finish
one
to Baba.
finish too, Baba.
We actually know that they are saying the opposite. We know that they are saying the opposite, but then we cannot say much. And everything we are saying will be using allegedly because the people involved have not come out to tell us that I am going through this. I am going through that. Now, Tu Baba has posted, help me. We don't know. We are just reading meaning into it based on the situations on ground now. But then the two Baba tell you that help me. My marriage is about to crash. I'm facing violence, this and that. He has not come out to tell us. So everything we are just saying is allegedly. And then we'll pray for him. Like his fans has rightly said that we should pray for him. Or everything is not about pastor and imam. So if there's anywhere that people who are married and are having issues in their marriages used to run to, maybe to meet a marriage counselor. Yes, they should. Maybe a marriage counselor, stuff like that. These people are humans too. The fact that they are celebrities, they have this. What you and I feel whenever we are having any issue in our relationship, that is the same thing they feel. But because they are public figures, I mean, but come to think about it, so Baba, when they're having this issue, when celebrities are having issues in their marriage in public, I don't think they are the one that used to ask people to video them. The paparazzi, passerby. As in, I don't understand how these videos used to happen.
That is not even that is until a celebrity posts. That's when those paparazzi people will carry it. In the abroad, it's different. You see paparazzi following up with celebrities, trying to film, trying to video, more like an investigation. They'll follow you, they'll be following you cameras, see you in a mall, maybe see you in Shoprite or somewhere. They take a picture of you and they post and
without your permission.
Yeah, it's allowed. If you are a journalist, it's allowed. You can, if you're in the entertainment journalism, it's allowed. You can take pictures of celebrities when you see them, and then it'll be like, okay, maybe we saw Chidera today, entering ShopRite. She was coming out with somebody, we don't know who that is. So that has dropped info about, okay, maybe she's now seeing somebody. Maybe you've come out on a show before and say, I'm not in a relationship. And then they see you with someone. And the way they saw you with the person, they can begin to speculate. And then that's news. Until maybe you come out one day and say, oh, okay. And then they ask you, what have people been saying about you? And then you be like, oh, okay, yes, it's true, blah, blah. And then you cannot give us the full gist, and then we take it as news again. But in Nigeria, I have to go on my Instagram, go on my Snapchat, go on somewhere and put something, and then that's when paparazzi will lift it and go and put it and say, hey, so person said, it's almost as if you are the one giving. I think that's why people are dragging these celebrities and say they're the ones feeding people with what to say. And if they do not come out with put their matters out there, people would not have anything to say about their issue. But still, whether matter come out or come out, matter has casted, it has casted. I just feel like this is not the time to laugh around it. But then what can we say? We can't control people's emotions or opinions about something. Those who are laughing are laughing. Those who are making fun of the situation are making fun of the situation. Those who are cashing out from the situation. I think most people are even cashing out from this situation. They are cashing out, including these people involved. They may be crashing out, I don't know, because this song is trending everywhere now. And those who are sympathizing with Annie, Team Annie, there is Team Annie and there's Team Natasha now. So those who are sympathizing with them are there too. But all the same, and those who still have respect for Tu Baba, still have respect for him. Those who are saying, Tu Baba don't lose in respect for our side, are there too. So I think we are divided into different groups, but I think I'm still with Tu Baba. We are just in the middle. We cannot be
anywhere. I just want him to come back to delivering good music. Good music. That is what I want. I don't want all this marriage saga and all of that. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not. I just want Tu Baba back. The Tu Baba that we know.
Okay.
Really.
We've heard from Chidera. She just wants Tu Baba back.
And good music.
And good music. I think I'm
Please,
an advocate for good
good
music. Like
music.
I enjoy good music a lot. I think I don't think there's any two Baba song that I cannot sing word for word. Test me. I
Imagine.
think one day we'll come here and do like a contest, and you're
Yes, so
like, hey,
freestyle it.
yeah, 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 we'll sing and all. But there's no two Baba song that I can't sing. That's how much I love two Baba too. So seeing this happen to him, and you know, it doesn't sit well with me still on still, but I don't know what everybody, all the parties involved in all of this are feeling. For his managers to come out and say this is it, for we want to hear what I want to hear what Natasha has to say about this. I
Mm.
want to see, because to me the videos I've been seeing two people in love.
Mm.
Everybody have the way they want to be loved.
Mm.
Some people are, I mean, they are all clingy. I'm just seeing a woman who is very
Clingy.
clingy and all of those things. I'm not really seeing anything there, but then everybody have the way they want to be loved. And if two Baba and Natasha have come out to say nothing they happen, no, like two Baba will always
Nothing
say
they
nothing they
happen.
happen, you people should leave them that way. And that's all for this edition of The Idea Unscripted. Thank you for joining us. We'll continue to follow this story, yes, and bring updates in future episodes. But then you have to leave your comments. What do you think about this issue? Want to read more of your comments like this? But stay with us. I think it's a good afternoon again.
Yes.
Bye for now.
Bye.